Good morning, everybody. Forgot to add myself to the screen. Hope everybody is doing well today. Uh, had an interesting sunrise this morning. It wasn't real cold, but when that wind started blowing, it did get kind of chilly. And Dennis had a good stream this morning. So, anyway, uh, hope everybody is doing well. We've got Mela in the house. We got Lance. We got Ronnie. God bless America. Thanks for joining us, Rod. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thanks for having me. I do appreciate it. So, anyway, wow. I can't believe the lag time between the the, the stream and the actual YouTube. I've got YouTube over here on my second monitor so I can, kind of see how it looks and the lag time is just crazy. So, but anyway, we Lance, Ronnie, and myself apparently did not have to take a coffee or bathroom break. Okay. Apparently not. So, anyway, folks, it's the clouds have blown away. The sun finally came out. It's a nice cloudless day so far, at least from what I can see. Ouch, that sun is bright. And as you can see, I got a mess behind me and mess to the left of me and a mess to the right of me. And Peter,
Morning, Rodney.
morning. All right, good evening. How are you?
Morning.
Oh, it
Definitely
is.
morning here. Yep.
Yeah, it is morning. So good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. How's it going over there?
Oh, pretty good. Uh, I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, you were on the sunrise
Yeah, I
stream.
was. Yeah, yeah.
The it's like no clouds at all now,
Oh, okay.
and the sun is shining bright. It's
Uh,
just another one of those days. It's still pretty windy though.
yeah,
So, but other than that, it went all right. Copper State Aerial Photography. Good morning, Michael. Let's see anybody else. No, not yet.
yeah. Got a few there. Good morning, everyone in chat.
Dennis will probably be popping in here shortly.
Okay.
Been doing some printing. I don't know. Can you hear the printer behind
Oh,
me?
just yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got it on pause. I don't want to turn it off because then I'll lose my print.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But with it on pause, then I should be able to just restart it once I'm done streaming. See, I have gotten to where I have to review strangers' accounts.
Yeah, morning, God bless America.
Bro has enough. Yeah, Ronnie, you're right, and I'm glad it got pointed out about that person. And I'm glad somebody pointed that out because I was shocked when I went and looked at the profile. So, morning, Dennis.
Morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well.
So, what were
Yeah.
you shocked about?
Yeah, morning, Dennis.
Good
Huh?
morning, Peter.
Oh, there was somebody that popped into your chat,
Ah,
Stephanie, somebody, and then Ronnie pointed out that people may want to go look at her profile, and it's yeah, he was right for pointing it out, and Jim's droning was right for expelling her from the chat. So
Okay.
oh well. Thank you all for that. I do appreciate you guys watching out for me. Clearly,
Yeah,
I can't watch out for myself. I just too much going on, and
that's
I
right there.
appreciate you guys being there. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, Demola
so
and Jerry Bauer. Yeah.
Jerry Bauer,
Morning,
good morning.
everyone.
Speaking of Jim's droning, good morning.
Yeah, there he is. Morning, Jims.
So, yeah, your friends have got your back, Dennis.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Me, on the other hand, would just let you sink.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but it's good to know that my friends and you are both there.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. So, anyhow. Oh, man, one of these days I'll actually clean this mess up.
Nah, not going to happen.
Well,
I said that for years about my dungeon.
I'm going to have to at some point. I can't even work on my drones right now because of all the crap.
Well, the answer to that, Rodney, is extend your house.
I wish. Tell you the truth, I'd rather tear this house down and start all over again. But that's
Yeah. Well, I guess there's
even better yet. Sell this house, move to Tennessee, buy 100 acres of land with a 10 to 30 acre lake on it, and have my house right in the middle of it on the lake, surrounded by woods, and not have to worry about anybody ever finding me.
that'll work.
Except for the people I want to let in.
That'll work until you go live.
True. That's so true. I could.
Don't tell anybody where I am. Don't tell anybody I'm in Eastern Tennessee.
Hi, this is Saturday Morning Coffee live from Tennessee. No, but anyway.
Yeah.
Let me silence my phone. It's driving me nuts. Could you check? Okay, hang on. I better take this. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Morning to Bob
I
Casey.
guess he left you in charge, Peter, because he didn't leave me in charge.
No, you're
wouldn't.
second in charge.
No, never.
I'm at the bottom of the list. Who else we got?
I'm coming back to Australia.
Are you? Okay.
I am.
When's that going to happen?
August.
Okay. Very good.
Not your warmest year. Not your warmest month, but
Whereabouts are you planning to go? Any specific area?
the only thing I know for sure is I'm landing in Sydney.
Right.
And 2 weeks later I'm leaving. That's what I
Okay.
know for sure.
Just got to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. August isn't too bad, depending where you go.
What is it?
I was saying August, the weather isn't too bad.
August.
Depending where you decide to go.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Well, I checked the Melbourne weather warning alert, and it didn't look too bad. So
Sorry, guys. Be right back.
in August, Ronnie, it's Peter can tell you better than I.
August, where I am, down at the bottom of the southern part of Australia, that's the end last month of winter, so that can be a bit of hit and miss what the weather's like. So
Right.
won't be very warm, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, but if you're up north like Queensland where we were last year, the weather would probably be fairly good there.
Right, but I think
Temperature wise, yeah.
even where you are, the lows typically are not much lower than like 50 degrees Fahrenheit, right? 40, maybe 45, something like that.
Yeah. I work off Celsius, so even in the winter, probably be very, very rare to get the maximum day temperature below 10 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Generally, sort of in the low to mid teens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 40s, or even that's even like 53. Alexa,
Right.
convert 15 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit.
15 degrees Celsius is 59 degrees Fahrenheit.
59.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can get cold mornings, close to zero at times, but very rare to get it below zero, even overnight.
Right.
Yeah. So
All righty. Hopefully I'm
you're
back
back.
for a while. So anyway, let me say good morning to USA Drone Flyer Captain Joe America. Good morning, Drone Life RC. Good morning, Jim's Droning. Good morning, Ronnie. God bless America. Good morning, Jody, Frank Rizzo. Good morning. Who else? Mela, Bob Casey. Good morning, brother. Bent Rail Productions. Good morning, Jerry Bauer. Good morning. We got Copper State Aereo, and of course we got Dennis Lovelady in the chats now. Well, he's not in the chats, he's on the screen.
Hey.
Yeah. I haven't joined the chat yet. Might as well do that.
Well, I mean, you don't even read them. Why bother joining them?
There's a reason I don't read them, Rodney.
Oh, man, today must be Bust Dennis's butt day or something. I don't know.
So you said it's going to be a short show. How come?
Just a lot of stuff to do. I
Yeah.
got to get this cleaned up. I've been saying it for weeks.
Well,
It's got to
I
happen.
wish you the best. I hope you get it accomplished then.
Valerie has made it quite clear.
Okay.
But
The law has spoken.
yep, I gotta go to the dump, drop off the trash, and other stuff, cleaning, printing.
I didn't do part of my job.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Unfortunately, the result of that is that I won't be fired. So
Well, I doubt that I'd be fired for not doing it. It just wouldn't be a happy time.
yeah, well. Soybeans for soy milk.
Soybeans. You make your own soy milk?
Yeah,
Huh. I didn't know you could do that.
every day.
Okay.
Have you tried that almond milk?
I have. We can make that too, but we don't. It's
I have almond milk every morning on my sort of breakfast cereal. I've been for a couple of years.
So Warren says he's not here. He's still trying to get the dog to go to the bathroom.
Fair enough.
Warren says he's not here, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Right there. It's right there on the screen.
I believe you. Oh,
I thought I didn't see him.
well,
Says
in this particular case, I'm glad he's not sharing video.
yeah, no kidding. So, how do you make it, Dennis? How do you make soy?
Oh, we have a machine.
You take
It's
okay.
It's all automatic. I just wash this 3 times, rinse it 3 times really, and then I let it soak for whatever, usually a couple of hours. We used to let it soak overnight when we had a different machine, but this one says don't let it soak overnight. So we just give it a couple of hours. Today, it'll have a couple of, maybe an hour and a half. But we have this machine. I always take this out before I move it. This is glass, but anyway, that's obviously the picture for it. And here's the monster.
Wow. Gotcha.
So you put in a liter of water in this canister here. And then up here on top, you put those soaked soybeans, right? And it has a chopper inside.
Okay.
A lot like it looks a whole bunch like a food blender
Oh,
or like a food processor. And it's all programmed. It has lots of things you can do. Just about camera. There we go. So, yeah, so we have almond milk, oat milk, smoothies, juice, soy milk, rice milk, soup, and this was sterilized and this is clean. It's self-cleaning. That's
Wow.
pretty cool.
Wow.
But it does all of its work behind this glass where you can see what's going on, and then it dispenses it into there.
There, cool.
Yeah, so
Hey, I
that's,
want to say good morning to Philip Koshat. Good morning. So, well, that's interesting. I didn't know that you could even do that.
Ah, my other.
And
Yeah.
and it does almond and rice milk too, huh?
it does.
Have you had rice milk?
No. No, I've had rice pudding. I like,
Yeah.
but
Well, I don't care much for rice pudding, but I do love rice.
well, you came to the right place if you want rice.
Especially if it's fried.
Fried rice with
When
eggs.
when I was stationed in Japan,
Yeah.
I'd take rice, and then Japanese had a mayonnaise, kind of a mayonnaise type stuff. What my Japanese girlfriend would call it, Japanese mayonnaise. And I'd take it, I'd pour that in there and mix it in with the rice. It was so good. It definitely tasted a lot different than our mayonnaise, because I tried doing that with our mayonnaise. Not so good.
I can't imagine what that is that you're talking about.
I used to know the name of it, and when me and my wife, or my third wife, went to visit my sister, my half sister out in Washington, or my dad actually. This is before he passed away. We went out there. We went with my sister to an Oriental store, and they had it, and I forget what it's called.
There's the Constitution of mayonnaise.
Yeah, and
Huh.
it's not quite. It's not as white. It's more of a pale white, almost bordering on a cream color.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but man, it sure tasted good, especially mixed with rice.
Nobby. I don't know that.
And then of course, you can't beat bacon fried rice. I love bacon fried rice.
Yeah. we like chicken fried rice.
And chicken fried rice is okay.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big chicken fan.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I can imagine why with those roosters hanging around your house.
Roosters, chickens. There was even one of the little pigs come walking by the other day.
So Mark Fisher said hello to all you people.
Oh, hey,
So
Mark
didn't-
Fisher.
Didn't say a word to me
Morning, Mark.
or Mela.
Mark, how's it going?
Okay, he did include Mela,
Just not you.
just not me.
Or you can eat buffet, not mean you stay 4 hours. I think that came out of a movie.
What was it?
Ronnie says, "Oh, you can eat buffet."
Oh no, I know who that is. That was a Chinese comedian.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Jimmy Cho. He's a funny guy, big guy, great big Chinese guy, and All you can eat buffet, not mean you stay for an hour.
Yes, Ronnie, I have had scrambled eggs and rice. In fact, a lot of people, when they make fried rice, they scrambled up some eggs, and that's part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. Ronnie says he's hilarious.
Jimmy Cho, right, Ronnie?
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Philip Koch says it. You so big. Why you don't eat vegetables? Eat broccoli. Oh man. Anyway. So I've been toying with some lithopane frames, and
Yes, you have.
I'm not. Here's a modification to one. Well, sort of a modification, and then here's a stand that I've created for this.
Oh, nice.
See, but
Yeah.
then when you put the frame in with the lithopane, it
Yeah.
doesn't fit. So I have to
Hmm.
modify this.
Oops.
And then I have to create a hole for the battery or for the power lead to come out. So I'm having fun. I'm learning a lot of stuff. I'm learning how
That's
to do
good.
Yeah.
3D CAD. I'm using Tinkercad. I'm thinking
Tinkercad,
about
yeah.
looking for one that's a little bit better because
Well, I only have experience with one, and it's the primo, I guess, for amateurs. It's Fusion 360. There's a pretty big learning curve with that, I think, but there was for me.
well, I mean,
But
are
once you
you?
have a handle on it, it's pretty good.
But I was working on something last night, and I was there was a place I wanted to make a cut so I could raise, like if it was on this project. I wanted to take this part here
Uh-huh.
and raise it up higher than this part,
Okay.
and I couldn't figure out how to do that in Tinkercad.
Well, I
So
tell you one thing. I don't know Tinkercad, but I bet you can do this. You can probably take that back piece, the one you want to raise,
uh-huh.
and make it thicker, can you not?
What do you mean by make it thicker? Like
I
raise it up?
mean, yes, exactly. Extrude it higher.
I could, but I can't do it without doing this side too, because this is all like wood.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you make two bodies out of that one body?
Well, that's what I was thinking about. In fact, when I went to bed last night, I was thinking about doing that very thing.
Okay. Well, I only know Fusion 360, so that would be cake in
I was thinking,
360.
well, I may try that fusion because
Um,
I've seen a lot of
they,
people that uses it on YouTube. So
you can. There's a free license. That's what I use. I'm not going to pay. They have an outlandish price even for the beginner. You know, the lowest level of subscription. It's crazy expensive, but they don't make it easy for you to have a free account, but you can get a free account. Um, the only thing difficult about it is they kind of hide how you do that. You know, they don't want it to be too easy for you. But like they have that for students and anybody who's not doing professional work. But I think they'd rather not. You know, to tell you the truth, I think
yeah,
the company says, "Yeah, we got to do this because we have contracts, but we really don't want to." You know, so
right, yeah. I would like you to print a napkin holder like Johnny did. I didn't know Johnny had done that. I could probably do it.
Johnny could. Well, it depends on whether Johnny designed it or not. He may be able to just point you to the design.
Yeah.
Or I could just do a search and
Yeah, but why do that when you can bother a friend You could do it yourself or you could bother a friend. Now, what are you going to choose?
I guess I would bother a friend.
Yeah, exactly right.
I mean, I bother you, right?
Yeah, a lot. I mean,
Well, the feeling's mutual, but
Yeah. So plus, if it's a specific one that Johnny printed, who would know what it is? So that'd be an easy way to do it.
that is true, Peter. If,
Yeah.
if it's a specific one she wants, then he would know.
That's right.
I mean, because I could go over here to Thingiverse.
oh yeah, if you search for napkin holder, you're going to
Like
find
1,000 of them.
1,000 varieties on Thingiverse.
Napkin holder. Oh wow, there's some really cool ones. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I would imagine. That's a pretty popular thing. I don't do,
I skipped right to page 5. There's still got napkin holders.
I don't print anything that will touch food
Okay.
or anything that touches something that touches food.
I
I'm not
looked at-
afraid of it. I just think it's better not to.
Yeah. Well, you had mentioned something on one of the live streams. We was talking about 3D printing, and I was talking about those containers,
Containers, that's right. Yeah.
and said like pills in it, and you mentioned you'd probably want to get some kind of food grade.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far, but the only thing, what I meant to say, I don't know what I said. What I meant to say is that one should check to make sure that the material you use is non-toxic.
Right.
That's
Well,
all. If it's something you're going to be, if it's pills or something like that, you don't have to worry so much about bacteria jumping out and living in the pores of that PLA, right? I mean, there are a lot of pores in PLA, and that's why it's not food safe. But if it's also toxic, and I don't know if it is, but if it is, then that's something to avoid. But if it's not, fine, make your fill bottles out of that. I don't see any reason not to.
They actually have some food grade filament that you can get.
Oh, I know, and even PLA can be food grade, but there's just, you have to, there's a lot involved in doing that. I've looked into it because I'm interested, but not doing it. But you have to make sure you use a nozzle that's never been used for anything that's not food grade, and on and on and on. It's just like everything that might touch this.
That's a good point.
Yeah, everything that might touch this has to be food grade.
Yeah.
Right. So
You'd almost have to have a printer that is set up purely for food grade type material.
I think that's the point. Yeah, you pretty much, you buy a brand new printer, you use it for food grade stuff, and you never ever use it for something else.
And
That's
what
it.
fun is that?
Yeah. No, that would be your alternate printer, right?
Let's see. M. Drone Marquet, I had an overload of Southern sweet tea. I don't know how
I
they-
love sweet tea.
That's easy. Let's see, Rodney, I would like you to patent the napkin holder like Johnny did. Patent? I don't know that I can patent a napkin holder. I
Well,
might
Johnny can teach you how to patent.
That's right.
he can teach me how to
Yeah.
patent.
I'm sure he can. Yeah,
Okay,
that's probably a Cajun word.
it could be.
In fact, it's probably something we shouldn't be saying online.
It's probably Cajun for print.
Could be.
Well, and like you said, it may be something we shouldn't be saying on the air.
It is obviously something he's done before. So
Mr. JRC, John, good morning.
morning, John.
He says, hi, you fellas.
Hey, John.
Let's see, Ronnie says, I'd rather build something out of wood and use a food grade mineral oil. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are good at woodworking. Me, I'm not. When I did my wood assignments in 7th grade shop, I almost failed.
Yeah.
I couldn't even cut a circle correctly. It went like this.
Well, what were you using to do the cutting?
A jigsaw. I
Oh, okay.
tried
Yeah.
to cut
All
the
right.
circle.
All right. Yeah. You just need to slow down, take it easy.
My shop teacher goes, did you make that circle like that on purpose? I said, no.
Yes, the correct answer is yes.
It was a little serving tray with little cup holders on. It had 4 cup holders, and I laughed about it. I tell you the truth, I'm just not. I really wasn't interested in it. I was more interested in the metal part of it and the electricity part of it.
Yeah.
That's what interested me the most. And the drafting. We had like 9 weeks of drafting, and then 9 weeks of wood shop, and then 9 weeks of metal shop, and then the last 9 weeks was all electricity.
Uh,
We had to build. We had to build a motor. Was the end results of that. So, which was really simple to do, really.
yeah. In order to build the motor was one of the homework assignments to watch the movie Grease.
No, because this was before Grease came out.
Oh, that's right.
This was back in the 60s.
Oh,
Actually, it was 65,
And my father was
65, 66 school year that I had the shop.
Yeah. What about your father, Peter?
I just guess he was great with his hands making things. I remember we used to have an old clockwork train set when I was a kid. Just had like an oval track, and he used to make carriages for it out of tin cans.
Oh my
Really?
goodness.
He made carriages, and he made out of wood. He'd made like a station for it, and a level crossing, gates and that opened, and a little bridge over it. He made all that by hand. He was really fantastic with that sort of stuff.
Cool,
Some people have such talent.
Yeah,
Such talent.
and the detail that he put into the carriages was amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet.
In fact,
I'd love to see
think
one.
yeah, my sister I think still got it. So.
You have pictures?
No, I haven't got any pictures. No.
No.
So Ron is searching the internet for a LH compound bow. All right.
Compound bow, that's those have a lot of power.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know what LH is. Maybe that's a brand?
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Ron, what does LH and RN stand for?
Might be a left-handed one.
Oh, left
Probably
hand. Yeah.
Probably not.
Oh, of course. Of
I don't know.
course.
I'm just guessing. Know nothing about them.
I'm sure you're right.
Tai.
Wasn't even sure if there's any difference between the left and the right-hand one. Oh, no, it is.
He says, yep. Left
Okay,
hand.
well, there you go.
We should have been able to figure that out.
Yeah, well, too
They took an
deep into the
Australian-
details, maybe.
Yeah, took
pathetic.
one of our smart Aussies to work that one out.
Oh, that's a job for Peter.
Isn't the same as a left-hand screwdriver.
Oh, and RN is right now.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay, so you know what I'm saving my pennies for now? Let me guess. An FPV drone.
a left-handed bow.
So that's my guess. You're gonna buy and my guess is you're gonna buy a Nevada.
No,
Oh,
totally wrong there.
I was wrong. A fat tire e-bike to ride on the beach, fly and fish.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool. Left-handed smoke shifter. So that brings up a good point, John. Have you been flying at all? I know you started that. There's going to be your FPV only channel on YouTube, and I haven't seen anything since the last video. Cat.
Look out, Dan's here.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Dan the man. So not really. I want to fly more. I just went to the eye doctor yesterday. I'm hoping for contacts and better weather. Yeah. Yeah, I went to the church to fly yesterday. And the last time it was raining, it was Tuesday. And the field that we have at our church was still full of water.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
The one you always fly at?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
How much rain did you get overall? Do you know?
I don't know, but I bet it had to have been over 2 inches.
Yeah. I told someone, and it might have been here, I was incorrect. I said we got 4.5 inches of rain. We actually had 3.5 inches of rain, but then we got another half inch to top it out. We got 4 in the past couple of days. So
Yeah,
it was enough that when we get a torrential rain like that, we have a little bit of a water problem on the north side of the house, and water starts to come out of the basement a little bit.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, we mostly got that solved, but it's not completely. But back when Hurricane Ivan and many years ago, we'd have a tropical storm come through here 2 to 3 times a year, and every time we got a tropical storm, there would be a flood in the basement, about 1.5 inches of water.
Wow.
Yeah, we mostly got that solved. This is not the Dennis show, Andrew. This is the Rodney show.
We had heaps of rain earlier in the week, so Sunday, Monday, especially in the north of the state. They had maybe 5 or 6 inches of rain, and they had a lot of flooding up there too. So
yeah,
we've had heaps of rain this summer.
So Ronnie said he assembled a couple of e-bikes for some people over Christmas. Each bike was approximately 5K,
Wow.
made by Bacow Off-Road E-Bikes. Andrew says Dennis is due for a little snow.
yeah. Well, we're going to have the cold weather. I don't think we're going to have the snow, but I've put a freeze prevention in the pond. It's just a little heater, and it will only turn on if the temperature is below 33 degrees, I think. But all it does is just make sure that there's a little area in the pond where the ice doesn't cover, so that any ammonia or whatever from the fish can get out.
Okay.
Yeah. You have koi in there, right?
I do, but it's really a mix. That we don't have those expensive koi like a lot of people have, but they are from the koi family. That's true.
Okay. Yeah. Andrew says we will get cold this week, Dennis. Be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
wife was telling me this morning that next week the highs for all next week is going to be in the 30s.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Hang on a second. The low predicted is oh, that's the wrong app. The low predicted is 14 degrees, which is minus 10 Celsius for Peter's benefit. Oh, there it is, finally. Forgot where I moved that. So yeah, the 10-day forecast shows that, oh, it's improved a lot. Wednesday night, 19 instead of 14. Yeah, but the high on Wednesday is supposed to be 29. The high on Thursday, 31. So a little cool for us. So those are all below zero to you,
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah, we had 34 Celsius yesterday, which is it's getting up there.
And Tuesday we have a 70% chance of snow now. That's
Wow.
new. Yeah. 35-23.
I'd be interested to see. So my coworker was telling me that he's mentioned on Wednesday that we were supposed to get 16 inches of snow on Friday, and we didn't get nothing. Not even rain.
Yeah, like Charlie said, the time to watch out for is when the weather report says that they're not expecting any snow.
So I was chatting at Paul's Live the other day, and the topic was a smoked meatloaf. So guess what I am smoking tomorrow? Well, let us know how it turned out, John.
What sort of wrapper do you use for smoking meatloaf?
Yeah,
I
I
can't
don't know. I guess you
imagine.
could put it. When my wife cooks meatloaf, she just puts it in an open pan. So maybe.
Bad joke, Rodney. Don't
Okay.
even.
Okay.
You did one of those. So
Yeah, I did. It went right over my head.
I think I missed that one too, I think.
So Dan wants to know about my journey of fighting gravity. It has been a blast. That's about. I think that says it all right there.
Huh.
Yeah, it's been over 2 years since I started flying FPV.
wow,
So,
October of 2021,
my goodness.
and
time flies, as they say, even if the drone doesn't sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, and believe me, the first 3 months, actually, the day that I finally clicked in, I think I was about ready to give up. And that's why I tell beginners, I said, man, it took me 3 months just to get to where I could fly the thing decently.
Yeah.
And all the rest, and I'm not into doing the fancy tricks that some of these FPV guys do, where they can go around a tree, orbit a tree with the lens pointing up, I forget what they call it, but I do like doing the
Suicide. It's called suicide.
Suicide. Is that what it's called? So, but I mean, guys like Mr. Steele and
that man.
he is awesome.
The first video I ever saw from him was, and I'm sure that most everybody here has probably seen it at least once, is that train. Of course, he has more than one train video, but he's chasing a full-speed freight train, and I think if I remember correctly, he landed inside one of the cars and took off again.
I saw that video too. So, trippy spin. And good morning, Max Air. How you doing?
Hey, Max.
Yeah, morning, Max there.
So, let's see. That's normally when it clicks.
The only thing I have in common with Mr. Steele is he's from Atlanta.
But overall, I enjoy the flying and
Yeah.
Trippy Spin, Dano, uh, I'll be droned. He's been trying to do that. So one of these days he'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of left-handed, Max is here. I've never been a heavy freestyle, but I've always been more of a cruiser. It's just my joke. I feel much the same way. I do like doing gaps. I do like doing the power loops and the spins and the barrel rolls, and I like that. But mostly, I just like the flying.
Yeah.
Even if I just flew around in circles, I think I would be perfectly happy. Oops, Mudball. How you doing, Don?
Oh, I didn't say there was anything wrong with Atlanta. I just said that both Mr. Seal and I are from that area. I don't know where he's. I mean, he says Atlanta proper. Maybe he is in Atlanta. I'm not.
But yeah, I will say that there is a certain amount of thrill flying FPV. I've had my stomach do strange things at times, especially when I'm getting. I've noticed here lately that I'm not as careful around trees as I used to be. Watching you grow, Rod. Well, thank you, Dan. It's been fun growing. I don't know, FPV is just. I'm surprised it took me so long to actually do it. I mean, I've been saying it for a year and a half before I actually started doing it that I was going to do it. Brent Nunley, he sent me a 5-inch drone, FPV drone, and then of course Rick Halber sent me that Tiny Hawk S. And then after he passed, I made up my mind. I said, he may not have seen me get to do it in real life, but he can watch from above and see me do it. So I think Mudball Don changed his name, didn't he?
He changed his channel name. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be Mudball Creative.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Bo
right.
Darville was his name, huh? That's not a real character, right? That was just from the movie, or is that about a real character? I don't even know.
Don't know.
No, Bo Darville.
I know they called him Bo in the movie, but I didn't know he had a last name.
Played by
Burt Reynolds.
No, Burt Reynolds was Smokey. But Bo Darville was the truck driver.
Jerry Reed.
Jerry Reed. Yeah.
He was Bo, huh?
Yeah.
I see. It's been so many years since I saw that.
At least I believe that's.
I believe you're probably right. Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, that's why we have Google, right?
That's right.
Bo.
You're not from my loins. Jackie Gleason was amazing. Hey, Michael Blade.
Maybe Bo Darville was.
No, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Bandit. Bo Darville was the protagonist of the movie Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay.
So it was Burt Reynolds.
Okay.
Cletus was Jerry Reed.
You are correct. And what was the name of the dog?
Spot.
Good question.
It wasn't Spot. It wasn't Rover.
Okay, I'm out then.
Okay.
Run, Spot, run. Fred. I'm sure you're right, Ronnie.
He said Fred.
Fred. Yeah, he sometimes
Okay.
called him Freddie.
That was a good movie.
It was. That was a good. The first two I thought were really good.
Fred. Yep. Yeah, so it says here in the movie Smokey and the Bandit, Jerry Reed played the character Cletus Snow, commonly known as the Snowman. The dog's name in
Snowman.
the film was Fred. Fred was the faithful and much loved basset hound companion of Cletus. Interesting. I hadn't thought of Smokey and the Bandit in forever.
Yeah.
Michael Blade, good morning.
We've got a comic strip in one of our daily newspapers called Fred Bassett.
Is that right?
One of us named after that, or I'm not sure if it was around before then. It's been around for a long time.
Well, that movie's from probably 73, 76,
Yeah.
around in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Smokey and the
right.
Bandit.
Yeah. You're already in the area around Rodney, so.
Uh, 1977.
Fred did like his hamburgers.
I remember I was stationed in San Diego when I saw that movie.
Ah,
I remember watching Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners.
you know, I don't. And I'm a little older than you.
They had a TV show called The Honeymooners. But
Yes.
The Honeymooners I saw were just skits or takes from there when it was the Jackie Gleason show, which was an hour-long show
Right.
that my mom would watch all the time.
Yeah, the only thing I know about the Honeymooners, besides the fact that Jackie Gleason was the star, is that it was shot with one TV camera.
Uh,
Yeah.
One camera. That's it. And that's it. I don't remember anything about that show. Maybe we didn't get it because we had like 2 or 3 channels that we would get when I
Well,
was young.
yeah, you know, it was funny because in '64, my dad came home on leave and we went to him, myself, my grandma Belle, and my cousin Wiley's fiance went to California because my cousin was on the USS Kitty Hawk, and then they were returning from Vietnam. And we went out there, and I remember I was at my aunt and uncle's house there. My uncle was in the Navy, and me and my cousin Brian was going to watch cartoons, and out in San Diego they had a completely set of different types of cartoons than what I was used to.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they didn't have Mighty Mouse. Who else didn't they? They of course they had the Warner Merry Melody cartoons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Warner Brothers.
They had
Yeah.
that, but they didn't have the Sky King, which wasn't a cartoon, but it was a Saturday morning show.
The Sky King was my neighbor.
Was it?
Honestly, Sky King Airport was about 1.5 miles from where I lived.
Wow.
Yeah, in Terre Haute, Indiana. You can look it up.
yeah, according to Mudball, Don, that Fred Bassett was published in 1963. So,
Wow.
yeah, so that's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe Smokey and the Bandit stole Fred the Bassett, huh?
That could be it. Yeah, could be it.
Yeah, all those TV shows, cartoons are certainly different nowadays.
Yep. Sky King and his niece Penny.
Yeah, yeah. And then there was Roy Rogers, the Lone Ranger, Gene Autry, the Cisco Kid,
Yeah.
and then Johnny Weissmuller as Tarzan.
Yep.
And
Oh,
and then and on the other side of that, not only did Johnny Weissmuller play Tarzan, but I think he played Jungle Jim too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
did
did, I
he?
think, yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
And the old original Superman, so they were good, the old original Superman TV series.
the who?
Superman?
Oh, Superman.
Superman.
Yeah, yeah, with George Reeves.
Yeah.
George
yeah.
Reeves, yeah.
Yeah. It was always funny because when I got older and I'd watch the old Superman series, I'm like, he just didn't have the physique you would expect Superman to have.
He was a little pot bellied, yeah.
He had a little bit of belly there, not as big as mine, but big enough.
Well, I guess that was part of the. I don't know if they made that part of the thing or not, but it was his power in spite of his body, right?
Yeah. Yes. But, and then they had
Did you watch Jet Jackson and the Ichabod Mud?
who?
Jet Jackson?
Jet Jackson.
Jet Jackson.
No.
Yeah, that was an American show.
We had the Jetsons and we had the Flintstones. And then
George Jetson was the father in Jetson.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Meet George Jetson. Now somebody's going to ask for that song. I'm not going to be able to do it.
And then there was a couple of science fiction TV show series.
Really? I thought Star Trek was the first of those.
No. I can't even think of the name of it now.
I heard Bill Shatner talking one time about how they sold the idea of Star Trek to whatever broadcasting company it was that finally aired them. It was a bit of a challenge because nobody wanted to watch people in space. And so they showed them how similar basically they were Westerns.
Right.
They were Westerns that were set in space. That's all it was. They take the same storyline for a Western and instead of people from some other county or state or whatever it is, they'd use people from another nation, right? And it was pretty much the same stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was fascinating once that was revealed to me. I mean, it's something I never thought about. Uh-oh. She's out of the room. I wasn't here. I don't know what happened. I saw her take off. I love cats.
Don says wagon train in space. Here's a trivia question. What movie was the Magnificent Seven based on? Magnificent Seven was a version of a particular movie, of a foreign movie. I will say it was a foreign movie.
Okay.
There was an adaptation of that movie.
I didn't know that. I have no idea.
Anybody?
Oh,
Mudball Don says
Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai.
okay.
Yep. By Kurosawa. I can't think of his name.
Kurosawa.
Huh?
Kurosawa.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I just saw what Mudball said.
But
Yeah, me too, Ronnie. Me too.
He's been using Google. He was saying who needs Google before, and now he's using it all the time.
Morning,
Come up with
John.
all his answers.
Sorry, Peter.
I was just saying Mudball's using Google to come up with all his answers. He was saying he did.
I don't know. He
did
was
it before.
pretty quick with that answer. I don't know that he used Google for that.
No, okay.
That's why we have Google, right? Copper State area. Oh, yeah, Twilight Zone. I remember watching Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah. Imagine if you will.
Rod Serling. Rod Serling.
Yeah. Dragnet. Remember Dragnet? That's a little bit later on, but yeah. Did you ever see Johnny Carson and Jack Webb doing the copper? What was the copper clapper caper?
Yeah, that's hilarious. In fact, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to post that link.
That's worth seeing for sure. Copper clapper caper. How they kept a straight face for that whole thing, or pretty much did. You know, they were right on the edge of not keeping a straight face, both of them, from time to time.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to share this. This says it only lasts about 1 minute and 57 seconds.
Oh, that's not the whole thing then.
Then it's not. Yeah, you're right.
No.
We want the whole thing. What did it last? About 3 minutes, you think?
I would say it's probably in excess of 2. Maybe it is just 1.5 minutes. It seems like it goes on further than that, but.
All right, so we'll try this one.
$3.37. Here's one at $6.11. That's overkill. I found one at $3.37. That's probably
Okay, hang on a minute.
and there's one that's $2.57. If you like, I can share these.
I've got the one that's 337. But if you've already got them, though, go ahead and share it.
All right, let's do that.
Hey, Rodney, do you remember a series over there called Captain Midnight?
Yeah, I never really watched that much, but
I don't think I ever watched it either.
No, just on Google, because I was Googling that Jet Jackson one. Apparently that Captain Midnight was called Jet Jackson in Australia for some reason.
Huh.
So that could be why you didn't know it. Yeah.
okay, Philip, have a great day. I'm going to have to go myself, by the way, Rodney.
Huh?
I'm going to have to go too, so.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to be able to share that?
I did.
Oh, you put it in the, okay.
I'm sorry. Oh no, I can't share it on my screen. If you're going to share it live, that'd be great. I'd love to see it, but I can't stay long.
All right.
I don't remember Howdy Doody. I know it was a show. I don't think we had that.
The story you're about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
This is the city. Los Angeles, California. Some people rob for pleasure. Some rob because it's there. You never know. My name's Friday. I'm a cop. I was working the day watch out of robbery when I got a call from the Acme School Bell Company. There'd been a robbery. There's been a robbery. Yes, sir. What was it?
My clappers.
Your clappers.
Yeah, you know those things inside the bell that makes them clang?
The clangers.
That's right, we call them clappers in the business.
A clapper caper.
What's that?
Nothing, sir. Now, can I have the facts? What kind of clappers were stolen on this caper?
They were copper clappers
And where were they kept?
in the closet.
Uh-huh. You have any ideas who might have taken the copper clappers from the closet?
Well, just one, I fired the man. He swore he'd get even.
What was his name?
Claude Cooper.
You think he...
That's right. I think Claude Cooper copped my copper clappers. Kept in the closet.
You know where this Claude Cooper is from?
Yeah. Cleveland.
That figures. That figures.
What makes it worse, they were clean.
Clean copper clappers.
That's right.
Why do you think Cleveland's Claude Cooper would cop your clean copper clappers kept in your closet?
Give me live right there.
Yeah.
Give that face, man.
Only one reason.
What's that?
He's a kleptomaniac.
Who first discovered the copper clappers were copped?
My cleaning woman. Clara Clifford.
That figures. Now let me see if I got the facts straight here. Cleaning woman Clara Clifford discovered your clean copper clappers kept in a closet were copped by Claude Cooper, the kleptomaniac from Cleveland. Now, is that about it?
One other thing.
What's that?
If I ever catch kleptomaniac Claude Cooper from Cleveland who copped my clean copper clappers from kept in the closet,
Yes?
I'll clobber him.
Very clever.
Yeah, it was.
That was a classic.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for doing that, Rodney, and thanks for having me on. Great to see you.
Dennis.
Great to see you, Peter.
Okay, yeah, good to see you again, Dennis.
So, yeah, Dennis, I'm gonna go ahead and kill it too. So,
All right.
All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye bye.
you too,
Bye.
Dennis. Talk to you later. So, well, you have a good night there, my friend.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. 2:20, off to bed shortly. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, goodbye to everyone in chat. Bye, Rodney. Thanks for having me on again, and
You're
see you
quite
again next
welcome.
time.
Thanks for being here.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Have a good night. Good night.
Thank you.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. JSK Enterprise, good morning. You guys, don't forget tomorrow the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting with Charlie Mafia, Joan Psyche in New York, coming to me here in Virginia, then to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, and then over to the Central Time Zone in Texas with Chris Hope. And maybe in between Dennis and Chris will be Fly Natural. And then, of course, after Chris Hope, that'll be Johnny Joan Flyer with Jones and Coffee. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you in the morning. Love y'all. Bye now.